Hey guys, Geno Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in. Okay, we are juicing berries. We're going to make some jam and some jellies, and we have been blessed this year with a very good raspberry year. We got about 12 pounds of the Black Hat black raspberries, and the first step that we're going to do is to juice them. We have a Sauce Master food strainer, and inside we've got the berry strainer screen in there, and it's just something that's easy to assemble. You mount it to your table, you turn your handle, and you start feeding your berries through. And you can see on the side here that the juice comes out, and the pulp comes out of the front here, just like that. And you feed them in small at a time. You don't want to put a lot of them in and jam it up real bad. Don't ask me how I know, I'm just saying. So anyway, we were going to do this with all of our berries. These berries are thawed now. What we do when we first pick them, since we don't pick them all on the same day, they take about a week or so to pick all of them, is we'll pick them, we'll bring them into the house, we'll lay them flat onto a cookie sheet, put them into the freezer. That way they freeze whole. And then whenever we go to juice them, we can just juice them as whole berries and get the maximum amount of juice out of them for our jams and jellies and pie fillings and syrups and you name it, and it's all good. So the first step for us is to run all these through the juicer, and then what we do, you see I got this muffin tin right here, is once we get a lot of the pulp, we'll run this through twice so that we can make sure we get all the juice that we can out of it. And then whenever it's run through twice, we'll put it in this. This is a sprayed muffin tin, sprayed with cooking oil. We'll fill it up, we'll put it in the freezer, and we'll freeze these solid, and we will use these for animal treats, chickens and pork chop and all that kind of stuff. They love them. That'll give them something cool treat in the summertime, and it's a good thing. So let us get these berries juiced, and we'll go to the next step of how we make our jam and jelly. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, we're going to sit here and juice up the rest of them. We got a little bit left to go. We've got already 1 gallon jar full, and we're working on the next one. We'll probably have close to 2 gallons by the time we get done juicing. So we're going to go ahead and finish the juicing up this evening. We're getting late in the evening. We'll have to start doing our evening chores here soon. And we'll do the jams and jellies. I don't know if it's jelly or jam. I'm not a jelly-onometrist or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know which is which, so we call it gemelli. There, we'll just do it that way. So, but anyway, just sit here and take your time and juice your berries, and be prepared. If you have an old hand cranked kind like we have, an old-fashioned kind, to be prepared to get your arm workout in for the day. And get your berries juiced. We're going to go ahead and we'll fill the rest of these up and freeze these for the chicky treats. And we'll catch you guys sometime tomorrow mid-morning when we get through doing our morning chores, and we'll start making gemelli. See you then. Okay guys, we ended up with 3 gallons of juice, man. Hallelujah. I was not expecting to get that much, but that is super awesome. And so now we're going to start the jelly making process. We got our jelly mix here in our saucepan. We're not doing a great big huge batch at once, because every time we do that, something gets funky and it ends up not being a good jam or jelly or gemelli. So we're just going to make them one batch at a time. We are using the ball liquid pectin. Feel free to use whatever kind of pectin that you like. This is just what we have. This is what we're using. And we are following the directions that come with the manufacturer's directions on how to make the jelly using their product. That's what we're doing. We'll see how well it turns out. So we got our jelly mix right here. We've got our lids heating up. We've got our jars heating up. Our jars have been run through the dishwasher and sanitized. So once this comes to a boil and we start jarring it up, then we're going to water bath can it for probably 20-25 minutes. And just to make sure that, good and safe, better safe than, sick and dying from uncontrollable pooping because you didn't get your jar sealed correctly. So anyway, once we start jarring this up and putting it into the canner, then we'll get back with you, and we'll see how much jam we get out of our 12 pounds of berries that we picked, which is really cool because you know what, it's been raining. The weather has been crazy here. We were up on the hill fighting the bugs, the rain, and the stickers and the mud, And now all that work is paying off in the form of delicious jelly that just cannot wait to be spread on a piping hot homemade biscuit. Oh man, that's a happy fat guy right there, y'all. So we'll get the process going here, and we'll see you here in a bit. Okay guys, we got our mixture done here. We cooked our jam mix as according to the manufacturer's directions. I was going to take our ladle and ladle it into our jars right up to about where the ring threads go. A little bit of head space on there, about I guess about, I don't know, a half inch or so of head space, maybe an inch. And we're going to fill up our jars and put them into the water bath canner and start working on the next batch. And this is what we're going to be doing on our rainy afternoon here. Making deliciousness. It's really nice to see the fruits of your labor, you know. You don't realize when you're out on the hill picking berries, all you see is a few berries in your bucket. You don't really see the whole picture until you start doing this. Then it's really, really nice to see all that work and sweat and work that you do getting out there getting the berries come to this point. So a very rewarding feeling. Anyway, we're going to get all this done, and once we get all of our jam and jelly, or jamilli, whatever we're going to call it, made and canned up, then we'll show you our finished products and how much we got out of our 3 gallons of juice, and we'll go from there. So we will see you guys through the magic of video. We'll see you in just about a second. And I guess I should have, before I ended that there, I guess I should have mentioned that we got hot jars coming out of the water bath canner. We got hot jars, hot lids that we are using, that we got there in the saucepan, that are going to be warm. And then of course you want to follow your normal canning. Make sure you clean off your ring, the rim of your jar there, and put on your hot lid. Hot jar, hot liquid, hot lid. Put it down finger tight, and that one's ready to go into the canner. So we just keep doing this until we get all of our jars filled and into the canner. So like I said, you always want to make sure you're trying to follow your proper canning etiquette. Hot liquid, hot sterile jar, hot sterile lid. Put them on finger tight and get them put into the canner. So once we put these in our water bath canner, this is just a regular old water bath canner, nothing special. And once we get all these canned up, then we'll show you the finished product. So like I said, always make sure you take care and do your canning properly, because if you don't can it properly, there is a chance you can get sick and your jelly or whatever it is you're canning won't be preserved, and it won't be a very good product. So there you go. See, that's why we always want to wipe off the rim of the jar, because there will be some dribbles on there. All right, y'all. We'll see you here in a second. Like a cat ready to pounce on a mouse out there in the barn. The timer went off. Let's get it. Ah! Oh yeah, baby. Alrighty. We're going to start removing these jars out, letting them cool, and waiting for that telltale ping of the jar sealing. Oh man. Gotta love it when a plan comes together, y'all. Alright, so we're going to empty out our canner now. The jelly will set up as it cools and the jars start to seal. And we will see you guys in a little bit. I just wanted to show you my spider cat-like reflexes whenever it's time for the timer to go off. You pounce on it because you've been waiting and so much work. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So I will see you in a bit. Okay guys, here's what we ended up with for today. We have 16 half pints and 32 pints. That is the equivalent of 40 of the pint jars. What you're looking at here is 2 gallons of juice, around about a 25-pound bag of sugar, and we have our jars and rings from previous years, and the lids. We did all the math, and it comes out to be, I mean, I'm not going to be like exact or anything with the math, but it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 82.6317 cents per pint that it comes out to be, depending on where you get your your lids and your pectin and stuff like that. And plus, if you have to buy your berries, stuff like that, then that will add cost to it. But I think even if you bought your berries bought a whole bunch of brand new jars, you're still going to save money, and it's going to be a lot better doing it yourself than it is just buying jam from the store. So this is what we have. We still have another gallon of juice to do, but we're not going to do that today because we got to stop and start our evening chores and get our evening routine going. But we're going to have a total, when we're done with the other gallon, of 60 pints of jam. A lot of that we'll use and store away to get us through until next year's berry harvest. A lot of it we will give out as gifts. We'll share some with the creek elders, our elders of the creek here down ways, the ones who can't get out and pick berries and do for themselves anymore. We'll make sure that they get in on the bountiful harvest this year, and just try to do our part to make the world a better place. So there you have it. That's how we do it. Really easy. If I can do it, guys, you can totally do it, man, because it's easy, and I ain't nothing. I'm just a dude. So there you have it. Man alive, great berry year. Love it. So you guys, thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the summer, enjoy the bounty, and I hope you had a bounty this year. And if not, check out your local farmers markets, and maybe you can come up with your own bounty somehow. So thanks for watching. God bless. Yeah. Buzz, the end.